We have to be a country that acts with vision. We have to move away from the antiquated thinking and ideas. Anyway, let's move on. We had another story that I need to tell you about. And it's an unfortunate story. That occurred in Eleuthera, and I believe it's in North Eleuthera. I'll read it to you. And it says, police on Eleuthera are questioning a man in connection with an alleged sexual assault reported in the early hours of Sunday, December 28th. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly before 1 in the morning, a woman was allegedly sexually assaulted by a man known to her while at a residence on Neely's Close. Following investigations, a 52-year-old man was arrested and is assisting police with inquiries. The investigation into this matter remains ongoing. I don't know what else to say. But that story was a shocker for me, and I've been trying all day to see if we can find out exactly where this occurred. They said Neely's Close. I don't know if Neely's Close is an area in the Bluff, Eleuthera, or where that is, but they said that this incident reportedly occurred in Eleuthera. And so we're still trying to find out the details of this incident. All I'm going to say, especially to our men, is keep your bloody well hands to yourself. If she said no, the answer is no, eh? All this crap, taking advantage of people and all that foolishness, cut that out, eh? And please be careful, eh? Don't be involving yourself in stuff that you don't need to be involved in, eh? Don't be putting yourself in positions that you don't need to be placing yourselves in. Okay? A woman says no, no is no. Okay? That's it, and that's all. A word to the wise is sufficient. All right. Let's move on. I told you all about the story involving the dog Sheba. And like I said, we are appealing to the conscience of the community regarding Sheba. And Sheba is a pit bull. She's a missing family pet. She's a mini pit bull. And her family lives in Hatchet Bay. And they are still looking for her, as far as I'm aware, because they didn't send me anything to say that she was found. She has a silver chain around her neck. She's a pretty pit bull. And she don't eat regular food or regular dog food because it makes her sick. All right? She has 2 children who love her. Well, a couple of children, who love her. And there's a reward of $500 for the return of Sheba. So if you have any information about Sheba in Eleuthera or wherever she is, give TMI a call or send us a message at 242-473-8566. And if you help us to recover Sheba, the family will pay that $500 for the recovery. Once we know about it, we will facilitate the transaction, no questions asked. So we will not even say where the dog came from, and we will get the money back to the person. All we want you to do is help us to bring Sheba home. All right? It is what it is. All right, I got, let me see, 2 more stories before I get into these. I talk about a couple of things. I got to talk about the situation with Edney Butler. Let's deal with that. Edney Butler is a young man from Green Castle. I know him well, and I know his family well.